Hey everyone, Parallel here, and welcome to Kritika Online. So, North America has finally gotten their release of Eclair. This is the Psion class. It's been out for quite a while now in Korea, but has finally made its way over here. So this is just going to be sort of a chill video, taking a look at the core gameplay of this class. I'm going to go through an actual mission here and show all of these skills in action. And in particular, I want to take a look at how the skills work together and sort of the core gameplay mechanics of the class. This is not really going to be an in-depth class guide or anything along those lines. I've not played the class long enough to have that kind of experience with it yet. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in here. Now, so the Psion class is actually sort of a, I guess you would call it a melee class primarily. It does have a couple of ranged abilities, but it really is more focused on melee. I kind of thought with the sort of gun blade theme that this class has going, it was going to be sort of a hybrid, but it really is mostly a melee class, although you'll find that a lot of its skills do have quite a long range. But it does have a really cool core mechanic, and I'd like to show that here first off. So the core mechanic of this class is the psychic blades. Basically, all your abilities that you use store up psychic blades, and they kind of hover behind you here. And you can store up these psychic blades, and then you unleash them with the Sword Abides ability. And each one you release has really cool looking effects. So it's actually a really neat kind of a core gameplay mechanic. Now, one thing right off the bat I should mention is this class does not have any subclass. The Psion is just a basic class, and you don't actually, have to specialize into a subclass like the other classes in Kritika, which I actually think is I prefer, because you actually get some of the core gameplay mechanics up early, and it's not like your class completely changes at level 15. When you change to one of the subclasses. So I do like how this class doesn't have any subclasses and how it just fits together so well. So let's first go through some of the skills that I was kind of showing there. So like I said, you want to store up these psychic blades and then spend them with your Sword Abides ability. So the first ability you actually get is this Phantom Blade. This is actually a really, really good ability. It's a gap closer. It also will turn the enemy around for getting back attacks, and it will store up some psychic blades for you. So let's go ahead and use it here. So there you go. See, it's a gap closer. It has a really short cooldown too. It's like, what, 4 seconds? Yeah, 4-second cooldown. You can see each time you use it, you're getting a little psychic blade floating behind you as well. So that is a really helpful ability, and that stores up some psychic blades. Now the next one you get is this Saber Slash. You get this one kind of early in the game. And it's actually, I have to admit, one thing about the Psion class is that early on, with only a couple of skills, the class does not feel complete. So the early leveling up through about level 12 was pretty terrible. But once I got to level 12 and I unlocked, the Sword Abide ability to spend those psychic blades, and everything kind of fit together so much better. So yeah, Saber Slash is just sort of a wide AoE frontal slash. There you go, and it stores up a really big psychic blade, as you can see behind. I think it even has some directional ability to it. Yeah, you can actually use it while holding down a directional key, and it will move a little bit in that direction. There you go. So that is Saber Slash, also a very core ability with a decently short cooldown. Another ability is this one here, Spinning Blades. Now this one is actually pretty fantastic because it actually is one of those abilities that will suck in all the enemies and gather them up, make it easy to whittle down large packs.
Did I get you?
So there that one is. Very cool ability, and this one also stores up kind of another different looking psychic blade. Looks almost like a pole arm of some kind. So, and then finally, to use your psychic blades that you've stored up, you use this ability here, the Sword Abides. And the cool thing is that each of the different abilities, each of the different psychic blades that they create have a different effect when using the Sword Abides. Even your basic attack, I might as well show that. So just your basic left click is there. And you can see even that one stores up its own psychic blades, kind of smaller ones. Then you can do your Phantom Blade, gives you another one. Then you can do your Saber Slash, gives you a big one. And then you can do this, gives a big one, that polearm looking psychic blade. And then when you use Sword Abides, each time it consumes one of those psychic blades, it has a different effect. So you can see this is just the one you get from the basic attack. When you use Sword Abide, it's just a sort of a forward slash. When you use your Phantom Blade, and then use Sword Abides, it's a kind of a two-pronged slash, a frontal slash, and then a side slash. Then your Saber Slash creates this big katana-looking thing. Use Sword Abides, and it gives you kind of a cross slash. And then finally, when you use your spinning blades, it gives you this one, and that gives you a spinning blade as your Sword Abide ability. So it's really cool how you can, use your abilities in concert, and then you can spend it all with your Sword Abide. So it's a really cool core mechanic to the class. Very, very fun. And I can see a lot of depth in the class. I mean, I haven't even unlocked all the abilities yet. And each of these, well, some of these also generate different kind of psychic blades that also have different effects. So very, very cool. It's a very fun mechanic, and I can see a lot of kind of a high skill ceiling with this, a lot of practice of timing your abilities and then when to spend them using your Sword Abides. So very, very cool. Now, there's also this other ability here. This is a passive ability that each time you kind of use attacks, these little phantom blades will appear above your character, and then you can, they kind of attack your target. Kind of cool, but it's passive. It's not really an active ability. Another nice thing about the class is the dash ability. It's a very good dash. After you dash, you get some nice speed running after it, which is very cool. And in fact, I believe if you rank it up to rank 3, it's even a short-range teleport. So it's a really fantastic dash ability as far as classes go. Now, the only thing I haven't shown yet is the gun ability, which is apparently your right click. And honestly, at this point, I very rarely use it. I believe there are some combos later on when you rank it up a bit. But at this point, it's honestly not very useful. It doesn't do very good damage. It's okay for like interrupting enemies at a distance. It's pretty much the most use I've gotten out of that ability. But that's why I'm saying the class is honestly primarily a melee class. There doesn't seem to have a lot of long-range attacks. But, I mean, as you can see, the melee abilities do have, really good reach to them. So it doesn't feel like you're super close range like, say, the Cat's Paw. Cat's Paw is a very close-range class, whereas this one has all kinds of reach with the abilities. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually kill some enemies and show this in action. But just the way that the class flows together... Oh, I already cleared this room. But the way the class flows together is fantastic. The core gameplay is just a lot of fun. I can see why people are pretty hyped up about this class. Oh, there was some bad targeting with the my charging ability. So it just flows together so well. The only thing is the spinning blade attack does seem to have a longer, 9-second cooldown. A little bit on the long side. I know 9 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but Kritika, the gameplay is so frantic and fast that 9 seconds feels like an awfully long cooldown time. But the ability is just so nice for rounding up the enemies, and it just primes them for then unloading with your Sword Abides. So, that's a typical combo. You can go in, gather them all up, do your Saber Slash, and then unleash with your Sword Abides. Seems like a pretty decent combo just for, for basic clearing.
Did I get you?
You see when you're waiting for it to come off cooldown. It's almost like it's better just to wait for it to come off cooldown because it makes it so much easier to round up enemies.
Did I get you?
that it just, yeah, it just makes the clearing so much faster. Oh, someone got an ability off on me. Okay. So you can see the gameplay of this class is a hell of a lot of fun, and I can see it only getting better just with the more abilities you unlock.
Did I get you? 2 more.
The short cooldown on the dash is also very nice, so it's very easy to keep the gap closed with this class. I mean, you can use the... you know, you can use it to interrupt.
Did I get you?
The ranged ability, that is, the right-click gunshot. What did I... oh, I did hit him. I mean, that's all I've been using it for. I don't know. I'm thinking that later when you rank it up, there might be some better abilities. Oh, it's already the boss. But yeah, I've been having a hell of a lot of fun. And the fact that the gap closer also turns them around, so you get all these back attacks, is pretty crazy. So there you go. I mean, it's a really, really fun class. I've been having a hell of a lot of fun just leveling it up here. Did I get something purple? Oh, I got a purple gun. Yay. So let's go ahead and head out to... oh, that's right. This is actually... so they've actually added this recently in Kritika where you can actually do your quest turn-ins right at the end of the instance, which is kind of fun. And then you can go right here and start a new instance. So kind of a time saver there, so you don't have to return to town every time. But I'm going to go ahead and return to town because I'd like to take a look at some of the cosmetic items. But yeah, so as far as the gameplay goes, I'm really, really loving this class. It's been a hell of a lot of fun to level up and play. Now, there is actually an event going on, so let's take a look at that regarding the Psion. So there is this level up event for Psion. And it was actually interesting. When you first create your Psion, it gives you an option to set your target for your level up goal. So you could actually choose 45, 55, or 65 as your leveling target during this event. Looks like this event is going through... yeah, so the Psion's been out for a few days now. So it's running through the 1st of November through December 13th. So a month and a half is quite a bit of time. I actually selected my target goal as level 65. But it's kind of cool. It shows you your progress, and there's a bar right here, which is just basically your level compared to what you want to get to. So kind of a fun little event going on. You do get some decent rewards for level 65. If you choose as your target, you do get 2,000 cred, which is a pretty decent amount. That's enough to get like an outfit or something. You get a good amount of gold. You get an outfit, a level reward pack. I'm not quite sure what's in there, and you get a title. So there you go. That's the event going on right now. Let's take a look at some of the cosmetics here. So let's go to the EMP store. So yeah, as I was mentioning, there's not as many outfits available to the Psion as there are to other classes, which was a little bit disappointing. A lot of the outfits that other classes have just aren't here as an option, but it does have a couple unique outfits. Let's take a look at the bundles here. Yeah, this is some bundle they have going on right now where it's this... I think it's the only way to get this what they call baby blue outfit. I think is only through this pack, but it does give you also a couple of other outfits in there. But yeah, there's like the cowboy looking outfit, which is pretty cool looking. Seen quite a few Psions running around in this outfit. Seems to be popular. You've got the sailor outfit. This cowboy outfit does seem to be unique to the Psion. I haven't seen that available to the other classes. A couple different colors. That's not an outfit. What do we got here? Templar pack, so you can get the Templar. So there's this Midnight one. This one I believe is unique to the Psion, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty cool looking. Available in a couple different colors. And then there's this Spike outfit, which is also pretty cool looking. Available in a few colors. This one I believe is also unique to the Psion. And then that's it. Then you're into the other outfits that pretty much any class can get. They've got the bunny outfit. All the classes have access to that. And then the school outfits and the Frost Dancer outfit. So that's pretty much it. So the new outfits are actually pretty cool looking, but not much available as far as like the previously existing outfits that other classes could get. Just these three. So that is what it's available. I gotta say, it's a hell of a fun class. I'm definitely going to continue leveling it. Just the core gameplay mechanics of just saving up those psychic blades and then spending them and then using it in interesting combinations and kind of dealing with your cooldowns. Having a really good dash ability, having good reach on all of your attacks. Just it all fits and flows together. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It fits right into Kritika's gameplay of, just having fast, frantic, arcade, hack and slash type action. And this class just fits really, really well into that. So what can I say? It's a hell of a fun class. I would definitely recommend if you are interested in Kritika or if you've been waiting for Eclair to come out, it's probably a good time to jump in now while the event is running. So you get that free cred, free outfit, and all that cool stuff. But otherwise, yeah, what can I say? It's a good class. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was informative as far as, how this class actually plays. I'm only looking forward to unlocking a lot more skills and seeing what the, high level, how the skills all work together and how enjoyable it is at high levels. You can see there are quite a few Psions running around here, so. Yep, so there you go, guys. So that's kind of just a quick overview. Hopefully that was informative and let you know if you're interested in playing the Psion or not. Alright, guys, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.